Okay, so I'm going to go around the table and ask everybody a question on if they had to give anybody advice in their 20s, what would it be? So here's all their answers.
Work hard, play hard. So when my son graduated from high school and he was going to college, my future son-in-law said to him, the guys were all sitting up, by the trees, drinking a shot or whatever, and he said, you can go to school and you can work hard for 4 and play for 40, or you can play for 4 and work for 40. And I was like, wow.
Turn off your social media, live life, reality, virtual reality. There's nothing, there's no feeling. Move on past that. Virtual reality.
Right.
Live life to what it is. To actually feel, taste, and smell life.
Experience it. Right?
Don't watch it.
There's someone special out there for you. Wait for them.
Okay, so as a couple, what would you give advice for younger couples?
Always think of that person first before yourself.
Be patient and know your shortcomings and have accountability. And love the person you're with.
That's it.
Life is so simple. Work, play, just don't add all those other burdens, and it's real simple.
So what about stuff? Material.
Material is a burden. If you just live, love, have a roof over your head, car, that's all you need.
So an advice I'd give myself in my 20s. Save your money, invest it, don't just spend it all. All right, so invest your money. And 2, anyone that's around you that's not growing, not developing, not moving, not bettering their lives, push them aside, and always try to find the friends that are doing shit.
Listen to your parents.
Why?
Because they're wiser and they've been there and they've done it, and they're preventing you from making the same mistakes that they've already made. Tattoos, piercings, going to school for certain things that didn't take them anywhere in life. That's why they tell you, okay, don't waste your time going to school for communications, go to school for business. Don't get your belly button piercing because when you're pregnant, it's gonna stretch out. Every time my parents told me not to do something, I did it. And I'm like, fuck, I should have just listened to that. But I don't want my parents to know I'm saying that.
So I would say to always try different things. Don't focus on the perfect relationship. If you find someone, let's say for a relationship, if you find someone, try it. Don't be scared to try different things. Don't focus on the perfect career, the perfect job. Try something. If you don't like it, try something else. So always try something different, try something else until you find something that you like. So don't be scared to try new, different things, whether it's relationship, career, whatever.
All right, go ahead.
I would say to give the 20-year-old inspiration is to get much knowledge as possible and carry on with their life before they decide they want to start a family. You know what I'm saying? Before you take the responsibility of yourself and have the responsibility of somebody else. So in that sentence, you can teach them as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my advice.
I like that. Hello, everybody. It's me and Bree.
Hi.
So we made the video starting in Aruba about asking my parents and their friends what advice that they would give us or somebody that was younger. And it ended up going from a guy that we met in the airport, and then we asked an Uber driver, and then I was just thinking in my bed one night, what advice would I give to somebody? So here is my 3 things that I thought of that I feel like everybody needed to know. Okay, I'm gonna put Bree on the spot.
No.
Bree, what advice would you give to somebody right now? Any advice in the world?
You can't love somebody if you don't love yourself. So make sure you love yourself. Put your happiness first, to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, so number one on my list of things is don't take anybody for granted. I just feel like people think that like everybody's always going to be here, but it's just like not the case. Regardless if it's grandparents, siblings, parents, friends, like you never know when your last day is with somebody. So while someone's here, it takes 5 seconds to send a message, make a call, tell your parents, your friends, your grandparents, whatever, you love them, you appreciate them. I just feel like a little bit goes a long way. Also, I feel like there was like so many things I wish I would have asked people that I've lost. So tell them if they made an impact on your life. If it was positive, that's great. If they were like your hero in life, if you followed after them, that's amazing. But also if it was a hard conversation that you wanted to have that maybe you didn't want to ask because it was uncomfortable, like I wish I would have asked those questions. So, okay, number 2 is stand up for yourself and set boundaries. And this is funny because I'm really, really bad at this, but you need to learn how to have those like tough conversations and just be able to stand up for yourself in every aspect of your life. Whether it's personal, like in relationships, I've expressed my feelings and I feel like no one ever validated them, so I felt like I was wrong, but that's not the case. If you were hurt or like felt some type of way, then you're like allowed to feel like that. Don't let people think just because maybe something doesn't affect them or what they think they're doing is okay, like doesn't hurt you, like it just might not be the case. Also, I make a lot of emotional decisions. So in like business, that affects me. I want people to like me. I don't want to be hated, but at the same time, that will come at my expense because then I'm not going to be happy in the end. Also, adding on to that, if you don't stand up for yourself, people are going to treat you like with whatever they think they could do. So if someone treats you like a doormat and you take it over and over again, why would they treat you any better if they know that they could do what they want and you're still going to be there? So learn how to set those boundaries where you respect yourself, you stand up for yourself, and just make sure that like in everything you do, whether it is personal, business, that you're like respecting how you want to be treated. Now I'm going to shout out my stepdad because he is one person that like really teaches me that I need to stand up for myself. And he's always like, well, why don't you say something? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm scared. Like, I don't want them to not like me. And he's like, who cares? He's successful. And I hope that I'm half as successful as him one day. But to this day, I drag him to every meeting I have. If I go buy a car, like anything, because he's always like, well, did you ask this? Like, he made it far in life because he did the things he needed to do to get the respect that he deserved. And he got to the place he needed to be. If I stayed the way I am my whole life, I'm never going to get the respect that I want and deserve. So just put that in perspective. And the last one, so everybody knows that I love, but I just feel like love now is looked at as so many people like settle for less than what they deserve, or if they are treated poorly, they make a lot of excuses. And it's like, life is so short. Go find somebody that you genuinely like fucking love. I mean, I look at my parents and my mom like always says like my stepdad looks at her like the best thing since sliced bread. And as dumb as that sounds, it's like you should be with someone that looks at you like you're the best thing that ever happened. Or have you ever like been with someone and kind of lost your attachment to them and then you look at them now and they're like so ordinary? Like your love is what made them look so great. That's why I believe in like power couples so much, because if two people go off and do their own dreams and then bring that together and have a bomb-ass fucking life together, I feel like that couple is like indestructible. If you have loyalty and faith and you're there mentally, physically, and want to enjoy and have a similar, I guess, like vision of life together, but can also be apart and follow your own dreams and be like indestructible on your own, like there's nothing more powerful than that. And if you really, really love someone, like it could be something as simple as laying on the couch at Friday night, doing nothing, but you're fucking happy because you're with somebody that loves you more than anything. And that just feels good. Like that powers a whole different part of you. At the end of all this, just remember life is literally so short. Go and do what you can. Surround yourself with positive, good people. Surround yourself with successful people, people that share the same vision as you. And like do whatever you can to be happy, because it is just not worth like having all the negative around you at the end of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed everybody's perspective or whatever advice that they would give. And if you have something to say, I would love to hear it, so you can message me. And if you want me to share it with anybody, I'd be happy to. Thank you. Added on blooper, not Brie eating a fucking chicken nugget in the background of my inspirational video. Like,
Sponsor us.
McDonald's and Dunkin', can you sponsor us? And if you don't like McDonald's, you're lying or you're a hater, and we don't